After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanela, the man in red left, and now a new story is about to unfold in a new present. How are you feeling, you old crazy character? Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or not or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Yeah, it used to be. A little thing like an explosion won't bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna believe that. So what, the guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I posted Special Investigations Unit all around the building. Let's just pray for the boys came through for us. The boys, yeah, the boys. Cabanela's wrecked, yeah. You picked a bad time not to listen to me, buddy of mine. Because he keeps flaying, bro. Okay, what's happening? Well, it looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, can't call it a complete success, but in any case, these two have the information. Alright, I need to start tracking. Alright, Cabanela, you first. How's it going, man? If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. I might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry, I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. Guess he's thinking about his spotless record. Not too late, Inspector, we still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say, you're right, that's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you'd like, Mr. Ghost. Alright, revenge. Here we go. I'm gonna sit back as well. Alright, so the guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage and he would have been dead. Oh, he wound up dead. He only had himself to blame. What about this when he said this? Yeah, what about when he said this? Alright. I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jode, who forced me into Connor, Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park, and finally you, Inspector Cabanela. If I hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at the kid. Yeah, what did Inspector Cabanela do? Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigations Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man and an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made two very stupid mistakes. Don't know anything about it. Fine, you're under no obligation to talk, of course. If you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. But I... Did he get manipulated as well? I've just been assigned to the Special Investigations Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet. I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement, sorry. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard, I drove him into a corner and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake, and then I made another mistake on top of that. I let him go. Cabanela, got a minute? Chief wants to see you and your report. Got it, I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. Alright. I first found out about the manipulator's existence during certain overseas communication. For national security purpose, this country keeps tabs on the communications network. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time. In order to prove these powers of his, he gave them two predictions. He foresaw two completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those two inmates at the special prison, eh? Kept tabs on their communication and launched an investigation. And then finally we pinpointed where they were going to meet tonight and stake it out. Right. That's the restaurant. The kitchen, I'm saying it wrong. Kitchen. Why did I say kitchen first? The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal. Submarine. We haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they use them for peaceful purposes. Excuse me? I was like about to burp. And now they have that little girl as hostage. Alright, Camilla. You have to stop him before he leaves the country. Alright, the spotless record. This spotless record of yours, is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways, it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigations Unit. And because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the Manipula's case. Manipula's case? Then why you care about your record so much? Of course, why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jode shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was something definitely more to the story, some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder, everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years though. The manipulator, he's going to prove that Jode is innocent. What incredible determination. Right. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jode, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one, baby. Escaping from prison is a crime. I wasn't able to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know. As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. That's why he dragged him into the Justice Minister, too, yeah. I need to buy as much time as I possibly could, baby. That's it, eh? Camnella, he's, working hard. There's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn's completely misunderstood your intentions. What a little misunderstanding. My baby will come around. Give it time. But there are more things, important things to do with our time tonight. Right. Right to, Superintendent. Mr. Superintendent. Do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. Police, eh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner. I investigate victims' cause of death. Autopsy guy. 10 years ago, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There was no signs of life. He was dead, right? But I never filed an autopsy report. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. Alright. That's the only way I could describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch, but I thought he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. I couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went, and no scarring or blood either. Damn. So that's how he didn't feel pain and so on and so forth, it looks like. I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded, nobody could have stolen the body. But there is one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? If he manipulated... If he did his ghost tricks. If he went up and actually ran away. He got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on the stove. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off that body. Radiation? I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type, from a world unknown. Wait a minute, could it be? That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. Yawning at the wrong times here. I went to the park. So if you heard that as well. I went to the park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell. And just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator's case. Thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Do you want to see me blush? Alright. Cabanella's arrival. It was about a year ago, I say. Damn, so they started cracking about a year ago. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. Heard there was an oddball here who was visiting Temsik. Is that you, baby? Who are you calling? Who are you to be calling anyone an oddball? That's true. That's true. I was investigating the manipulator's case then. And then I heard there was a man who quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite had struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator says this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put 2 to 2 together, baby. The manipulator's case in Temsik was somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise the little girl made for her mother. He added the gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. Oh right. Makes sense, so Camilla put it up. So that contraption in the basement here. You built that to try and help Detective Jode. That's right, Jode and I worked together back when I was in the force. I used the reports of his case to try and recreate the device, but then there was just one part of it. I couldn't reproduce no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jode it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move, the Cupid. I assume I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually exists. Alright, here we go, all that hard work going down. Inspector Cabanella. He's dying. Hey baby. I'm dying. I've just got a broken bone here and there. Ugh. Maybe a 7 ribs out. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. Hate to spoil your image of me. Of that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image you had of him? Now he looks so defeated. Alright, Lynn. Inspector Cabanel, I'm sorry. I just heard you were chasing after that man all this time, trying to help Detective Jode. Manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. But that's why you had me arrest tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. The big yikes. Yikes in 2010, eh? Tonight, I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Ha ha ha. But a joke is a joke. You might as well laugh. Jode. The minister called off the execution order, and while he was at it, he let Detective Jode go free until tomorrow morning too. It's a pretty extreme while he was at it. Yeah, just let him free at the morning. We've got the gang here. We need to save Camilla. Took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again. You've always been like that. You make everybody else run around, and then you swoop in at the last second. Jode. Oh shit, he's got his code here 5 years ago. You left this code with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. Damn. Got the prisoner's uniform though. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jode. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, off I go. I'm off. Good luck, my old friend. Watch. This present you gave me is just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you liked it. Oh, you like it. Glad you like it. Damn. He's off. Off in the races. Thistle, are you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Will you do this for me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. Don't we have the phone line? Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine, I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you find it real soon. I'll find it soon. Alright, I'm leaving. Inspector Cabanella. I think I spoiled myself. I think I know who Sissel is, but it's almost on. I'm not who I always thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. Now I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reason, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. It's almost dawn. Yeah, I think I kind of spoiled myself on who it is, but we'll find out. We'll find out till it's set in stone, right? 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 a.m. in the morning. It's 3 a.m. Lynn kept a promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. So I'm just chilling with Cabanella. Oh. He must be resting, I assume. Hello? This is Jode. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk, we'll be waiting for you. Hear that? Yep, I'm going. Control room. You heard the man. Well, you better get going. This long night is drawing to an end. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. It's true. That's also true. At the end of the other end of the phone line, I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I better go. Where's Camilla? Damn, I need a stretch, man. My ass is in pain. I'm trying to tweak it a bit. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel. That single line spreads out like a spiderweb to ensnare the fates of many people. Damn, I'm actually in the control. I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Yo now Detective Jode. How the fuck did he get here? My detective sense must have gone rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jode. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind. How the hell did he get into the submarine? Hello. We'll find out soon enough. Egad, never thought you tracked us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate. I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation, a submarine, eh? How did you find us, my man? My man. Not even the police knew where the Yo now was going to the surface. Found it. We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. Bullet the man in the red who was shot with had a radio transmitter. Have a little something for you. What was the watcher? Cabanella has given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made look like a pocket watch. Oh right. Yes, Inspector Cabanella. I heard he was an excellent investigator. Excellent. By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere. Ah, Cecil, you mean? Well, I'm not called Cecil, so... Is he dead? You can relax. That's nothing but his shell. His shell, eh? His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely right about now, he's controlling your daughter. Uh oh. Please, I beg of you. I'll beg you. Let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please, let her go. Bah. Bah, there's something our nation needs. Cecil has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, I would appear Cecil has underestimated us. He left behind his precious bargaining chip here. Bargaining chip? Up the ass? Alright, never mind. Our nation has already researched it. This product that Cecil has to offer, the source of his powers. What is it? What is it? Oh. What the fuck is that? What in the world was that? The Temsik fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Cecil is concluded, as far as we're concerned. What are you talking about? What a mistake to make. Right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Jode. Farewell. Okay, what's happening here? What the fuck? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. The whole room. Detective Jode, where did he go? Is he dead? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn, the little lady, should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I better find them fast. Find them and fast. Oh, who's here? Is it Missile? So you're here, huh? It's Missile. Yes, I think I remember who you are by now. Well, you suppose that shock was a minute ago? I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog. With my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better. Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla. Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff him out? I'm sorry to say, I don't think it can. Why do I even bother to ask? But you do have the powers to swab objects. So let's go find that lady detective and little lady together. You got it. Alright, so Missile's with us. Phone. Who's going there first? The telephone's ringing. Wow! It's Miss Camilla, I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming at me. I think you call it more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to the phone before it stops ringing. Who's first? Can we let... Swap? Easy swap. Hello, hello, Miss Camilla? Hello? It's no use. The black hello just doesn't like me. Just create a path for me, Missile. I'll come right over. Alright. I have no idea. Alright, swap the balls. That's good. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oh, never mind. Hold up. Alright, I see. I see how this is. Oh. I just heard another little explosion in the distance. A bad feeling of it. The black hello came off the hook. Better answer it fast. Oh shit. I fucked it up already. Mike, get me there. Alright. Swap. Right. Alright, I think we're there. Nice. Hello? Is anybody there? It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel, where are you? Somebody please answer. Guess you can't hear my voice. You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was annoying me. Somebody help me. Lynn. Lynn is... He said Lynn. Miss Lynn! You better hurry. Let's go, Sissel. Yeah, go there, please. As the emulator changes the toes. Oh my god, she's dead. It's no use. Nobody's answering. Miss Camilla and Miss Lynn. Oh, poor Miss Lynn. Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. It looks like another tragedy has happened. How many deaths is this? Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady. Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla. And Missile too. I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice? No, that's right. Camilla has a car now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before when he saved her that time. That was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla. I'm so glad I was born your little doggy. Hey, Missile. Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while? A little bit. Alright, but don't you need your powers? I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her. Okay, I'll do it. That's a good doggo. Good doggo, Missile. Good doggo. Alright, so he's finna dead. Alright, let me talk to Camilla. Can I talk to you 2 minutes? Yeah, yes, Sissy. Can you tell me what happened to you? Alright. Yeah. Dropped the book as well, unfortunately. What happened after I last saw you at your house? Oh, let's see after that. I think I fell asleep. I woke up to the sound of an engine. She was already in the submarine by then, eh? I thought to myself, I have to escape. Next thing I found, I knew I found myself in this big room. I was so tired I couldn't move, and then... Oh, it was Lynn. Lynn to the rescue. I was relieved. I don't remember what happened after that. She must have passed out, the poor thing. You've been through so much. You were very brave. I think Lynn's probably been through more than me. You've both been brave. Alright, I can't reach yet. Can I swap? No. Alright, I can turn, don't worry. Hey, Lynn. Oh, Sissel, you're here. Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. Where's Detective Jode? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with the radio transmitter. Inspector Cabanella fired into him with the bullet. Oh. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jode and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat. Then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when we surfaced. Oh, I see. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jode and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She had escaped and run away here. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I'm dead. Oh boy. Sounds like it'll be quick to see for myself. Alright.